Xbox finds themselves in a very peculiar place, and it's sort of a trend for them. If you look back at their history, it's kind of funny to me that Microsoft has realistically been very ahead of the game a lot of times in kind of the world and things like that, with their hardware, with what they have planned and things like that. I think that that's really kind of their calling card for their video games. Now, you could also argue that maybe they're a little bit too far ahead of the time, a lot of the time as well. If you look at some of the backlash that they got from, a situation like the original Xbox, with having only a broadband internet connection available, and you couldn't do dial-up, despite majority of people only having a dial-up connection. So, it's really one of those types of things that happens. Obviously, when you look at what happened to Microsoft, it's very much a sad situation because, at the end of the day, Microsoft was trying to push what they thought was, the industry going a little bit forward. Clearly, that wasn't necessarily the case because, realistically, people didn't want that stuff at the time. And if you look at some of the stuff that was happening, Microsoft was really kind of disappointed with, the fact that everybody seemed to be really enjoying things like, being able to watch a movie based on a game or whatever. But at the same time, we kind of live in this world where people were complaining about that too. So it is weird to kind of look back, and now we see things like The Last of Us TV show doing great, The Witcher show doing great. We see all these different things doing amazing, and it's just funny to me because people really tore Microsoft apart for those things. And now they find themselves in a little bit of dilemma because, it looks like it makes sense to have new games to offer for people to kind of flock to and use when you have a new show coming out or a new movie coming out based on a game property. And we're seeing that with Fallout, right? People are loving the Fallout series on Amazon. Fallout 4 sales soared to number one in various territories. The player base is going up crazy. It's unbelievable what can happen nowadays. This isn't the old days where video game properties were crap, right? Fallout 4 sales have sailed in a lot of European companies following the debut of Fallout TV show on Prime. There's already been a huge increase in Fallout series after a huge increase interest in the series after Amazon launched a TV show based on the franchise itself. And now, as reported by Game Industry Biz, 2015's Fallout 4 was the best-selling game in Europe. This is partly due to the launch of the Fallout TV show, but also due to the discounts on the Fallout games that tie in with the launch of the show on Amazon. According to them, sales for Fallout 4 increased by 7,500% week on week, thereby beating sales of Sony's Helldivers 2, EA Sports, GTA 5, and several other high-profile, more recent titles. Fallout 4 wasn't the only game that was a sales spike in Europe. Fallout 76 rose to the 8th spot on the list, whereas Fallout New Vegas claimed the 9th spot. Last in the top 10 is 2008's Fallout 3. Sales data on European charts include digital data as well, physical sales data from major European countries, including UK, France, Germany, Italy, and Spain. It should be noted that the majority of Fallout 4 sales come from the PC version. As most of you will know, the game is also available on Game Pass and PlayStation Plus Extra. Other Fallout titles are also available via Game Pass, and they're selling them. I think Fallout 4 might be like the top selling game on Xbox right now, but it goes Fallout 4, Helldivers 2, EA Sports, FC 24, which used to be FIFA, Grand Theft Auto 5, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, Red Dead Redemption 2, Hogwarts Legacy, Fallout 76, Fallout New Vegas, and Fallout 3. So in the top 10, you have 4 Fallout games. Pretty incredible to see, that it's actually going out there and doing very well. I'm sure Microsoft is loving that, but it just goes to show that we're living in a different age where people are looking to kind of go and do that. Maybe they're fine with selling some more copies of Fallout for some of these older games but I imagine that they would probably feel better about it if they would have had a new game to launch to pique people's interest in. Like it seems like that would go much more hand in hand, in my opinion anyway. Maybe they love the interest in some of the old ones, but the thing that kind of stinks is the people that are really looking for a new Fallout experience won't actually get one for a very long time. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you're probably looking at something along 2033, somewhere along there. And I mentioned this in another video, that is a long time off. So hopefully we do start to see some things kind of happen for Fallout fans. Maybe they can split Bethesda, or maybe get Obsidian on like a New Vegas 2 or something along those lines. I think that would be like very, very much behoove them, because you have a situation where you're not really going to get another one of those games for almost 20 years since the last one, because Fallout 4 came out in 2014. So it would make sense to kind of allow them to move maybe a little bit beyond what we've already seen or whatever. So I don't know, crazy to me, to say the least. And at the same time, I'm not surprised, because we saw the same thing. We saw things kind of drive with like The Last of Us. The sales spiked on that. The Witcher 3, man, those were some crazy numbers on The Witcher 3 when that series showed up on Netflix. So again, it's sort of crazy to me how we've actually been able to see so much of these games and things like this be able to do such a great thing for everybody. It is crazy to me, crazy to see that Microsoft, they didn't really capitalize on it like they should have, but maybe it's food for thought for them and for everybody else too, right? Like hey, capitalize on it. If you want to have some kind of show or whatever, then at the very least, it would probably be significantly smart to have a situation where you have something ready to go. That's the thing that I would think that I would kind of push a little bit on here, if I were in charge over there, because it seems like it kind of pushes itself, in my opinion, where you have a game, and then if you have a show or whatever, it's like free advertising. People are like, oh well, let me hop on and play that. And I think to me that's a very smart thing indeed. So I'm very curious what you guys all think though. Do you think that it's a little bit of a missed opportunity for them? And not just them, I think like Sony probably wishes they would have had a better thing set up for it or whatever, for some of their stuff like The Last of Us or whatever. So they're going to have a Horizon show or whatever. Maybe they wish they had a new Horizon game to coincide with that, or a new God of War game to coincide with the show that's going to come out. I don't know. Like, to me, you've got to be thinking like that, thinking progressively with this stuff now. So let me know. Thanks for watching. Rack 'em up. Crap Gamer out.